There's a slang expression in prison, which is football numbers. A long prison sentence, the duration of years, resembles the number you see on a football jersey, like 56 or 40 or 33. And so the football jerseys represent prison sentences, essentially. Now, pi is called an irrational number. And so this idea of shortening an irrational number to make it rational is a good metaphor for what needs to be done to these irrationally long prison sentences.
Jack Giles, known as the engineer of a major escape attempt here. And Mr. Giles said every single inmate here was willing to do anything to get to that water to die on their own terms rather than dying at Alcatraz of old age in this horrible situation in which they found themselves.
Many of the jerseys in this exhibit are not random, if you will. So there's only 2 Chicago Bears jerseys, and they both reference Capone. Now, he rose to infamy running the Chicago outfit. And so his inmate number was number 85. And so there are 2 places where 85 appears in pi, but in one of the slots, I actually replaced 85 with the number 11, which is the number of years he was given for tax evasion. And there, I think, it's actually irrational the other way. Every other jersey is the same size, double extra large. With 11 it's actually a small jersey. And once again, arguing that maybe he should have gotten more years, not 11. So on the back of the jerseys, a lot of the jerseys, you see strange letters written. These actually are an encrypted version of references to Alice in Wonderland and the Queen of Hearts. She kind of came to the realization that the Queen of Hearts settled all disputes or all issues with one way, off with his head or off with her heads. This idea that the Queen of Hearts had only one way to solve this problem, I think, is something we want as a society to make sure we don't do a similar type of thing. With Alcatraz, they do have an important history with Native American rights. Every other team name is on their jersey, and you can see it's very noticeable. In the Washington Redskins case, I actually cross out the word Redskins, which is their mascot, with black duct tape, in essence silencing this term. The exhibit starts with the Kansas City Chiefs, a reference to Native Americans again, but in a lot less derogatory manner. If you have a brain, you're going to say, wait, the Kansas City Chiefs begins it, the Cowboys ends it. So there's a couple of things in here where I'm asking the society to think about itself more. Does that make sense? One, I hope that people actually enjoy the visual. They like the aesthetics of it, these colorful jerseys hanging out in this raw space. Whether they agree with me or not, I hope that they leave and think about these issues more, because obviously we are, as a society, we do have a lot of things we need to think about and try to improve to make it a more fair place.